Hello there, scholars, and welcome to your introduction to Titus Andronicus. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so not too many people know about this play. It's Shakespeare's first play, and many critics consider it his worst play, but Shakespeare, even at his worst, is better than most. This play was hugely popular when it was first released. It's extremely violent, and even though this was a play that was about Rome and Roman soldiers, it was really reflecting also the violence and the reality of Shakespeare's world during Elizabethan times. Uh, it's definitely been regaining some popularity as of late. And I want you guys to pay really close attention to the director's opening scene. I think you're really going to love the movie version of this. It's directed by Julie Taymor. She is known mostly for her Broadway production of Beauty and the Beast. She's also known for doing a movie on Frida Kahlo and a movie called Across the Universe, which was based largely on Beatles music. But she's known for her beautiful visual feasts, and she does a really great job with this play. This play has so much violence in it that if you put it in the hands of the wrong director, it can almost come across as over the top and farcical. But she does an extremely elegant job with handling everything in this play. Like I said, it's extremely violent. It's got 14 murders, 9 of them that take place on stage. There's 6 mutilations. Heads roll, tongues are cut, hands are severed. There's 1 rape, cannibalism, throats are cut, bodies are baked and consumed. In short, Titus Andronicus is a play with an average of 5.2 atrocities per act, or 1 horrible act for every 97 lines. So really extremely violent play. Now, why are we studying such a violent play and a play about a Roman general? Well, I want you guys to be thinking about the role that violence plays in our culture today, especially when you think about things that have been happening this spring and this summer, the role of violence, the concept of justice versus vengeance. I want you guys to be considering all of those things and also be thinking about it at a personal level and what role violence and vengeance plays in your life when you're wronged or when your loved ones are wronged. Okay, let's talk real quickly about what a tragedy is. A tragedy isn't just a sad tale. A classic tragedy tells the story of a person of high status who falls to low status or is destroyed. All of Shakespeare's tragedies, all of the main characters, all of the tragic heroes, they are not just falling to low status, they are destroyed. You probably would not want a Shakespearean play to be named after you because the title character is always knocked off. For example, Romeo and Juliet, Othello, Hamlet, Macbeth, the list goes on. So the tragic character has a tragic flaw, which leads to their downfall. And here, this is really key. A lot of people forget about with a tragedy is that the tragic hero has to realize their own tragic flaw before they are destroyed. In other words, they realize that, wait a minute, this wasn't the external that was destroying me. It wasn't the external I was fighting all along. It was the internal. It was my tragic flaw that ended up destroying me. Once again, a tragic flaw is that shortcoming or that weakness that leads to the downfall of a character. We've all got them too. You might want to be thinking about what are some of your tragic flaws, and could those possibly lead to a downfall for you if you go about it unaware and unchecked. All right, let's meet our characters. First up, let's meet the Romans and the family of Titus, the Andronici. So here we go, Titus Andronicus. He is a Roman general. He's beloved by the Roman people and the Roman government. He is fiercely dedicated to Rome, and for the past several years, he's been in a huge battle with the Goths. And he's finally won and defeated the Goths, and he has returned victorious back to Rome. Titus's tragic flaws are twofold. First and foremost, it's his overzealous dedication to Rome and to the government. His second tragic flaw would be his consumption with vengeance. Titus is based on an actual Roman emperor. There was a real Titus Andronicus, but this is definitely not based on any historical fact. All right, this is Titus's only and beloved daughter, Lavinia. She is offered to Saturninus, the new emperor of Rome, as a wife, but she refuses this and she runs away with her lover, Bassianus. Bassianus is also the brother to the emperor, so you can imagine how well that went over. Lavinia, she's the one who suffers the most in the play, and it's her suffering that prompts Titus to become so wrapped up with vengeance. This is Titus's oldest son, and he acts as a foil to Titus because he, rather than being dedicated to Rome and dedicated to the army and dedicated to the government, he is dedicated fiercely to his family, and he even helps Lavinia flee from her arranged marriage to Saturninus. This is Lucius's son, young Lucius. He plays a very minor role in the play, but I really like how Julie Taymor, the director, uses him throughout the play, so I really want you to pay close attention to how she uses him all throughout the play. And these are Titus's three other surviving sons, Quintus, Martius, and Mutius. Titus had over 20 sons, and they fought the Goths for so long that he returns only with 4 surviving sons. And these are 3 of his others. Mutius is the one who stands up to his father while defending Lavinia's escape from Saturninus. And then later on, Quintus and Martius become pawns in Aaron and Tamara's plot for revenge. And the last member of the Andronici is Marcus Andronicus, and he is the voice of reason. He's the only character that doesn't participate in any bloodshed. He is Titus's brother. He is also he is a tribune of the people. I guess if you were to equate it to something today, he would be like a member of the House of Representatives. And let's meet our new emperor. So when Titus returns from fighting the Goths, he learns that the emperor of Rome has died, and now his 2 sons are vying to be the new emperor. Saturninus ends up becoming the new emperor, and he chooses Lavinia to be his wife, but Lavinia refuses, and so then he takes Tamara as his wife. He's arrogant, he's decadent, and he's cruel. Next up, we have his brother, Bassianus. At the outset of the play, you'll see Saturninus and Bassianus arguing and debating over who should be the new emperor of Rome. I want you to pay close attention to their 2 speeches, their 2 arguments, and the 2 different tones. They definitely say a lot. Their monologues say a lot about their characters in the opening lines. He, of course, is in love with Lavinia and runs away with her, and he is set up for a terrible fall by Aaron and Tamara. All right, next up, let's meet the Goths. The Goths were an Eastern Germanic tribe, and they were definitely a thorn in the Roman Empire's side. They would come in conflict with them a lot because the Goths had a huge influence when they were taking over Spanish and Italian cultures, and they would invariably run in against the Romans. They were masterful fighters on horseback, and they were a very fierce enemy of the Roman Empire. Here is the queen of the Goths in our play. Her name is Tamara. She has lost the war. She has gone from queen to now being enslaved along with her sons by Titus. It's her eldest son, who we'll meet in just a second, who's executed by Titus, and this is what really gets the ball rolling as far as vengeance. This is her oldest son, Alarbus. He has no lines in the play. This is her eldest son, and he is executed by Titus and sacrificed to the gods. Her 2 remaining sons are Demetrius and Chiron, and they are certainly 2 of the most despicable characters in the play. They both claim that they love Lavinia, but I think you'll see pretty early on that they have pretty much no concept of what love is. And they are easily influenced by their mother's lover, Aaron. He kind of acts as a father figure for them. Demetrius and Chiron are just flat out cruel and lustful. And here we have Aaron the Moor. A Moor was a term that they used during Shakespeare's time for people of Black descent. He is Tamara's lover and also co-conspirator. He's considered one of Shakespeare's most wicked and unremorseful characters. You are absolutely going to love Aaron. And even though he's considered one of the cruelest, he's more complicated than people give him credit for, which of course is one of his strengths. He's not everything that people think he is. Okay, that is what I've got for you. I really think you guys are going to enjoy this play. I hope you were able to jot down some notes and get some solid information from this. I look forward to watching and exploring this play with you and